Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, May 25th, 2018. I'm Fredicia Liebert. On Thursday, May 24th, German Ambassador to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Holger Michael, paid a courtesy call on Premier of Nevis and St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mark Brantley, at his office at Pinnis. Premier Brantley welcomed the ambassador.
Well, St. Kitts and Nevis and Germany have a very long-standing relationship, a very friendly relationship. Germany has provided tremendous assistance to Us Excellency in relation to a number of matters on climate change, on training for our diplomats and the like, and we've had a very good relationship with Germany over the years. I want to welcome you to Nevis. I know that you've obviously visited St. Kitts, but I do know that you enjoyed a bit of Nevis as well, so I welcome you back to the island of Nevis. And I'm always happy to welcome diplomats to this part of the Federation, because sometimes the time is so short that they only get an opportunity to see St. Kitts. So thankfully on this occasion you're able to come over, and I welcome you and I'm delighted to have you. And I would want you to convey, Excellency, to your government our love and appreciation for the strong support and the strong relationship that we've enjoyed over these past many years.
His Excellency Holger Michael of the Federal Republic of Germany went into detail about the purpose of his visit.
I'm very proud about this assignment, and it will be a very pleasant and easy job because, as you said, Premier, we enjoy excellent relationship since many, many years, and it will be my duty and my pleasure to continue and to build upon this good relationship and to intensify and build it further. You said it, we have a very close cooperation in the area of protection against climate change, against the consequences of climate change. We, Germany, we are working together with your esteemed country in the United Nations. We are working together regionally with the European Union, together with CARICOM, and we are working together bilaterally to improve and to increase the resilience of the Caribbean countries against the consequences of climate change.
The ambassador also spoke about the partnership between the two countries.
We are particularly cooperating in the area of protection of marine resources, coastal regions, environmental challenges, and as you mentioned, we were glad to receive some of your diplomats and also some of your soccer and football trainers for further training in Germany. So we have a very vast and very round cooperation, and I'm happy and glad to continue to work on this basis.
His Excellency Michael visited the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis during the period Saturday, May 19th and today, Friday, May 25th. The ambassador presented his letter of credence to the Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton, and Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris. He was also accompanied by his wife, Mrs. Hilary Michael. Immediately after the press briefing, Premier Brantley and the ambassador took part in a closed-door meeting to discuss bilateral relations. The High Commissioner of the Commonwealth of Australia to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency John Pilbeam, also met with Premier of Nevis and St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mark Brantley, to hold talks about reciprocal visa waiver between the two countries, amongst other things. On Thursday, May 24th, at the office of the Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley officially welcomed the High Commissioner to Nevis.
I'm delighted to have you, Ambassador. This is Ambassador Pilbeam, who has come from Australia, the Australian ambassador to St. Kitts and Nevis. And he is no stranger to St. Kitts and Nevis. He famously, through his government, donated some cricket gear that certainly went a long way to helping the cricketers here. So we're very grateful for that. Australia and the West Indies have a long history of cricket, but St. Kitts and Nevis and Australia also have a long history of good relations. And so we want to welcome you to Nevis, this part of the Federation. I think we have always met in St. Kitts And so today we have an opportunity to welcome you to the island of Nevis. And so I extend welcome to you, Ambassador, and say to you that we look forward to strengthening and deepening our ties with Australia, a great country, and a country with which we have much in common, and a lot of issues such as climate change and other issues that we've worked really well together on, yes. And we certainly look forward to that.
High Commissioner Pilbeam congratulated the Premier of Nevis on his recent election to office.
And congratulations on your elevation to the premiership. When we last met, you were a lowly deputy premier. But we've met quite a few times, of course, especially in my first year in the job. We had the Australian cricket team visiting Warner Park, and I had to go on a reconnaissance mission. Yes. And then I was there with the team itself, and I remember they did a very memorable clinic for kids, and kids were brought in from all over. Kids were brought across from Nevis on the ferry. It was conducted by Glenn Maxwell.
Yes,
and he's really good with kids. You know, he's very laid back, and you could see that he really enjoyed, you know, teaching them a few batting and fielding tricks and, you know, that kind of thing. It was a great occasion.
The High Commissioner also met with United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization's World Heritage Site Committee member Evelyn Henville and attended a Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute Cardi Forum hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture. The High Commissioner arrived on the island on Thursday, May 24th and departed today, Friday, May 25th. All media houses and members of the press corps are invited to the next press conference, which will be held by Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley. The press conference will take place on Tuesday, May 29th from 10 a.m. at the Nevis Island Administration's Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Pinnis Estate. The Honourable Premier will update citizens, residents and visitors of the Federation on matters of national interest. The event will be broadcast live on Nevis Television, NTV, Channel 99, and streamed live on nevistvonline.com and Nevis Television's Facebook page. The press corps will be granted the opportunity to ask questions for the benefit of the listening and viewing audience. Still to come,
I think everybody walked out of the room with a much better understanding of what MSU is, what we have to offer.
The details after this break. Welcome back.
And I tried to convey the legacy which exists on my campus from those more than 25 years of students from Nevis and the region attending.
Matthew Park, Associate Vice President and Dean of Students at the Texas-based Midwestern State University, MSU, recently visited Nevis to pay courtesy to what he says is a long-valued partnership between the university and the Caribbean region. MSU has had a recruitment program in the Caribbean for more than 25 years. On Wednesday, May 23rd, Park facilitated 2 sessions, one with teachers who are currently in the Department of Education's induction program, and another with students of school leaving classes to share with them what the university has to offer.
With our Caribbean students, they boast an impressive 93% graduation rate at MSU. which is incredible. Because of that, we want to work not only out of goodwill, but for what the students bring to the campus, culturally and academically. And because of their success and the excellence they have represented in the past, we have an offer for them to attend MSU at a cost that is lower than a domestic student. So I could have a student who lives 1 mile away from the campus in Texas who actually will pay more to attend the university than a student from Nevis. And so what we are able to offer students who are interested in MSU from Nevis is we give them the in-state tuition reduction plus a guaranteed $1,000 U.S. scholarship each year. We have a housing scholarship available for those that would like to live on campus. They have off-campus options for living as well, so that just depends what they're interested in. And then there are some other opportunities once students arrive for scholarships, for employment through the campus.
About 30 persons attended the session at the Charlestown Secondary School's Multipurpose Center.
I think everybody walked out of the room with a much better understanding of what MSU is, what we have to offer, and why we feel that we represent not only an incredible value, but also opportunity and supportive environment that exists in American higher education for individuals from Nevis. So we did the session yesterday with the student session yesterday afternoon at 4:30 in the afternoon, and we finished between 5:30 and 6. And so this morning already, 5 students have reached out to express their interest in applying to the university to our local contact, Miss Morton, with CSS.
A press release from MSU's Office of International Services says more than 120 students from St. Kitts and Nevis, including 7 who graduated in the May 2018 commencement exercises, have earned degrees from Midwestern State University since 1995, and 51 students are currently enrolled there. 20 new students from the Federation will be accepted to Midwestern State University in August 2018. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, along with the Bahamas, has been removed from the European Union EU list of non-cooperative tax jurisdictions as of May 25, 2018. This follows a decision taken at a meeting of the Economic and Financial Affairs Council, according to a press release from the Council of the EU dated May 25, 2018. The Bahamas and St. Kitts and Nevis have made commitments at a high political level to remedy EU concerns. EU experts have assessed those commitments. As a consequence, the 2 jurisdictions are moved from Annex 1 of the conclusions to Annex 2, which cites jurisdictions that have undertaken sufficient commitments to reform their tax policies, the press release states. Implementation of their commitments will be carefully monitored by the working group responsible for the listing process, Code of Conduct Group, the press release adds. 7 jurisdictions remain on the list of non-cooperative jurisdictions: American Samoa, Guam, Namibia, Palau, Samoa, Trinidad and Tobago, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Having fewer jurisdictions on the list is a measure of the success of the listing process, says Vladislav Goranov, Minister for Finance of Bulgaria, which currently holds the Council presidency. As jurisdictions around the world work to reform their tax policies, the challenge for the rest of the year will be to see that their commitments have been correctly implemented, Goranov says in the press release. That's how we wrap up this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Felicia Library. Thank you for viewing.
Known as Owali, land of beautiful waters by its native inhabitants, and later nicknamed Queen of the Caribbean by British settlers, Nevis has long relied on its natural prowess and resources to create livelihoods for its people. The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated